Hello amazing people, welcome back to the Crafty Bee channel. Thank you for being here. So today I'm going to be teaching you in details how to draft a 6-piece skirt using the slash and spread method. It's beginners friendly and easy to make. If this is what you would like to learn, please stay tuned to the end of the video. And if you find it helpful, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, share my video to your family and friends. Also, don't forget to leave comments, and I'll be pleased to read your comments and answer you immediately. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So to cut this 6-piece skirt using the slash and spread method, you need your basic skirt pattern. So as you can see, I've already cut down the basic skirt pattern, so not to make this video longer. So if you want to know how I cut this basic skirt pattern, I have the video on my channel. I'll be linking it down the description box so you can go and watch. This is the front panel of the skirt. So let me show you just a sketch of what we are about to do. So this is our front panel, and the front panel is divided into 3. This is the hip waistline, this is the hip line, this is the knee, and then this is the hemline. You can see it's divided into 1, 2, 3. That's for the front panel. This is exactly how we are going to cut it. So for the back panel, it's divided into 4. You can see we have 4 boxes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Because we are going to have the center back slit, and we are going to fix a zipper at the back, and it's going to have a band. So now we are going to start with the slash and spread method. And what we are going to do now is to draw a line straight down by using our nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches for the dart, as you can see. So we are going to follow this dart leg all the way down to the hemline. So this is our dart here. This is our dart, and I'm going to cut through and cut out the dart. Can you see that? Now I'm going to label the pieces. This is our center front, so I write CF, center front, and then this is our side front. So the next thing I'm going to do is to start with the center front, to slash it on the knee line, and I'll slash the side back also on the knee line. So now we'll put aside the side front and start slashing the center front. So this is the knee line. The knee line. We are going to start slashing from the knee line. So what I'm going to do is to divide this knee line into 2. You can measure it and make sure that you have a straight line all the way to the hemline. So I'm going to slash open the knee line like so. I start from the hemline all the way to the knee. And on the knee line, I'm going to cut through towards the side, not the center front. This is the center front. We are not going to cut through the center front. We are going to cut through towards the side. And we are not going to cut through all, because we are going to spread it on another sheet of pattern paper. So you see, the center front is going to be straight. So I got a fresh pattern paper which I'm going to spread the center front like so. So this is the center front, but the center will be straight like so. So what I'm going to do now is to tape it down. So now I'm going to spread the center front side like this. Now measure how much I have in between. So I have about 7.5 inches. So I'm going to tape it down. I'm going to tape it down. So I will tape this side down just to hold it down. So this is it. This is the center front. So next thing to do is to remeasure it from the knee line to make sure that you got the same length. See, the center front is a bit shorter than the side because of the spread. So whatever you have here, you have to measure the same thing on this side. So I got 23.5. It's 23.5, so I'll connect it with my curved roller. So this is it. You can see that because of the spread, this side is longer than the center front piece on the straight line. So the next thing to do is to cut it out. So this is our center front spread, you see, and we are going to be using this center front to cut the center back, but the only difference is the center back is going to have 1.5 inch of zipper allowance. So I got my piece of pattern paper to cut the center back. We are going to use this center front to cut the center back. The only difference is the zipper allowance, which is going to be 1.5 inch. We are going to mark 1.5 inch all the way down for the zipper allowance. So the next thing to do is to cut it out. So this is it. So the next thing to do is to notch your knee line. You notch your knee, your hip line. So this is our front and this is the back piece. I added 1.5 inch for the zipper allowance. So this is our back and our front. So the next thing to do is to put it aside and slash the side front. So this is our side front. So next I will cut and slash the side front. The difference between the side front and the center front is we are going to spread both sides. So now we are going to divide the knee into two. You find the midpoint of the knee line here and divide it into two. So next I'm going to take my scissors and cut through it to the knee side. Then I'm going to slash both sides to the end. I'll cut from this center to this side. Make sure that you don't cut through it all, and do the same to this side. So I'm going to get a new pattern paper. So you are going to find the center of this pattern paper. That's 31. So it will be 15.5, and then you draw a straight line in the middle. Why we do this? To get the spread equally, because the side front is going to spread on both sides. If you can remember, On the center front, we spread it with 7.5 inches intervals. But if you want your skirt to be very full down or your dress, you need to spread it more. You need to spread it 8, 9, 10 so that you can get full down. But we are going to maintain this 7.5 inches on both sides of this line because we are spreading both lines. So first thing to do is to find the midpoint like this, and I'll use my solo tape to hold it down, and then you spread it, and I'm going to mark 7.5 inches here, 7.5 inches over there in the center of the line to spread both sides. So I'll be marking 7.5 inches here, and then I'll mark 7.5 inches. So I'm going to tape it down. Make sure that it's on the 7.5 inches here. Then I'll tape it down like so. So as you can see, I've taped it down. Already the front is 23, and here is also the same, because the front, only the side which is straight, that the length is shorter than the spread part, but we fix it, so this one is okay. So I'll mark it in the center, what I have here, 23.5. So this is our side front. Our side front is ready. The next thing to do is to cut it out. Then after, I'll bring the fabric. I'll be using this beautiful African print to illustrate to you how to cut and sew it on the fabric. So this is it. Our side front is ready. You can see that this is our side front, and we are going to be cutting 4 pieces of this. So guys, this is it. This is the side front, and this is the center front. You can see that, you see we have enough flare, and this is our center back. So the next thing I'm going to do is to transfer all these papers on the fabric. So I have with me here 4 yards of African print, but I'm not going to use all. So we'll be starting with the center front. So you are going to cut the center front on fold. On fold. You see, I folded the fabric, and you place it straight because the front is going to be straight. The center front is going to be straight like this on the fabric. So as you can see, I have it on fold and I pin it down. So where the dart is, you know we cut out the dart. So we are going to add 1/2 inch all the way to the down part. We are going to add 1/2 inch for the sewing allowance. And on the down part, we are adding 1/2 inch. Then I'll be cutting it out. After cutting the center front piece, this is how it looks. But don't forget to notch the knee and then the hip line so that it will be easy to join. So this is how the center front look after cutting it. This is it. You see, we have enough flare. So next we are going to cut the center back before cutting the side front and then the side back. So I'm placing the center back like this, the center back with the zipper line. So I'm going to pin it down and then add 1/2 inch on the center like so, You see, I'm going to add half an inch where the dart line is, where I divided the dart. I'm going to add half an inch for the sewing allowance. So this is it. I'm going to cut it out so that you can see it. So I'll notch the hip line and then the knee line. So this is it. This is the center back. You can see that this is the center back. So I'm going to take out the pins. So this center back is going to be 2 pieces because it's on forge. So I will slash the center back like so. This is how it looks. It's going to be in 2 pieces. The center back is going to be in 2 pieces because there will be 1.5 inch zipper allowance here. So this is the side front, and I'm going to cut 2 pieces for the front panel and 2 pieces for the back panel because all the side back and the side front, they are all going to be the same. So guys, this is how it look. You can see that I added 1.5 inch for the side allowance. The side, this is the side part of the skirt. So I added 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance. On the dart line in the middle, I added half an inch for the sewing allowance. So I'm cutting 4 pieces of this, 2 for the front, 2 for the back. You can see it. Don't forget to notch the knee line and then notch the hip line. So now we have 4 pieces. This is the side. So these are the 4 pieces. 2 for the front and then 2 for the back. So I'm going to pin the center front and the side front for you to see. So this is it. Can you see that? This is the center front and the side front. So let me pin it for you to see. So this is the front panel. You see? We got a nice 6 pieces skirt. You see that? This is it. You see how beautiful it looks? Wow. You see? This is the down part. The next thing is I'm going to pin the back the same, but the difference between the back and the front is the zipper line. So let me do that and show you now. This is the center back and then the side back. This is the side back and then the center back. So you can see the side back, this is the zipper allowance I fixed. So we are going to be using 8 inches for the zipper, 8 inches. You can go down 9 inches if you want the zipper, but it should not extend through the hip line. So I'm making it 8 inches. Next, I'm going to join the side back to it like so. As I did to the front panel, I'm going to do the same thing to the back. This is it. So I'll pin it and show you how it looks. So guys, this is the back. I've also pinned out the back. You can see the zipper line in the middle. And then I join the sides. This is how the back looks. You see the back is 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because of the zipper line. So this is how the back looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take it to my machine and sew the dart line. Sew the zipper line and leave where I'll fix the zip. Then I'll take the front one and do the same thing to the front. After stitching the darts, I'll iron it neatly and then shape it with 1.5 inch allowance I left on the side. After sewing it, I will fix the zipper. After fixing the zipper, I will hem the down part with just 1/2 inch and then fix the band to the waist and come and show you the finishing look. So if you find my tutorial helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share my videos to your family and friends. Also leave comment down. I'm ever ready to answer you anytime I see your comment. So thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.